Good morning, everybody. This is Yin Yang with Morsels of a Thought number 1167. Today's Wednesday, the 13th of March. On the day after tomorrow, we've got Beware the Ides of March. That was a warning to Caesar, who was assassinated by his Senate. And they did it on the Ides of March, March 15th. Can't remember the year. I wasn't there. Um, Good morning for everybody in the USA. Good evening for people in Asia and Australia. And good afternoon, Dobry Den, for people in Europe. Today I wanted to go through some quotes by Winston Churchill. He was the Prime Minister of England for many years, and he is quoted as saying, "History will be kind to me, for I intend to write it." This is a person who was perseverant. He knew what he was doing, or at least he focused really hard on what he was doing. Winston Churchill, Town and Country. The pessimist sees difficulty in every opportunity. The optimist sees the opportunity in every difficulty. And that's also part of in the Chinese language, the word for crisis is actually the same as the word for opportunity. And we have to say that is a good concept to take on, because we always have challenges in life every day, every single day. And if we don't make the best of it, where are we? Oh, no. Personally, I'm always ready to learn, although I do not always like being taught. That's what he said. Ready to learn, not always liking to be taught. You have enemies? Good. That means you've stood up for something in your life. Oh my goodness. If you want enemies, go into politics. You become the bad neighbor. Because people ask you for favors and you can't say yes every time, because if you say yes the first time, then they expect you to do more, and you find out that you get put into crises after that. And when the next person asks you, because they base it on the first person who asks you, and you say no, then all of a sudden they go back and talk to each other and say, oh, they wouldn't do it, they're so selfish. Nah. I'm prepared to meet my maker, says Winston Churchill. Whether my maker is prepared for the great ordeal of meeting me is another matter. Winston Churchill. Oh my gosh, this one. In war, you can only be killed once, but in politics, many times. I actually may or may not go back into some politics. Not that I want to. Gee whiz. I may be drunk, miss, but in the morning I will be sober, and you will still be ugly. Actually, I saw a license plate that said, after 2 a.m., everybody looks handsome. Isn't that silly? There are a terrible lot of lies going about the world, and the worst of it is that half of them are true. Oh, wow. That's no good. Okay. Let's see. I want to never give in. This is what he said. This is the lesson. Never give in. Never give in. Never, 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 never in nothing, great or small, large or petty. Never give in except to convictions of honor and good sense. Never yield to force. Never yield to the apparently overwhelming might of the enemy. Never let them see you sweat, I think, is another one that, not him, but it's kind of in the long run. Okay. A man without mirth is like wagon without springs, in which one is caused disagreeably to jolt by every pebble over which it turns. A man without mirth. Mirth is when you're going. That's mirth. I do not understand what the man who is happy wants in order to be happier. Wow. To be happy, one must have a good stomach and a bad heart. Ooh. What is the most powerful quote? 7 most powerful quotes. Nah, I want Winston Churchill tonight. Ay, ay, ay. Famous quote during World War II. We shall go on to the end. We shall fight in France. We shall fight on the seas and oceans. We shall fight with growing confidence and growing strength in the air. We shall defend our island, whatever the cost may be. I think strong words like those this was this was World War II. There are some leaders of countries that fail for lack of strategy, and his mind was what kept England in one piece, what Britain in one piece. Okay, let's see. What did Winston Churchill say in 1940? We shall fight on the beaches was a speech delivered by the British Prime Minister Winston Churchill to the House of Commons of the Parliament of the United Kingdom on the 4th of June, 1940. That's about it. I think we can go on to Brainy Quote. If you're going through hell, keep going. He likes that one. That one. I like that one. I like that one a lot. Now, this is not the end. It is not even the beginning of the end, but it is perhaps the end of the beginning. The best argument against democracy is a 5-minute conversation with the average voter. A lie gets halfway around the world before the truth has a chance to get its pants on. You know something? There's a good Chinese exercise where you stand and you put your arms up like this and you hold one knee up in the air and see how long you can hold that balance. You have your hands up together like this and you try to hold your balance, and that is a very good exercise for being able to put your pants on. I just learned this yesterday. Let's see. You can always count on Americans to do the right thing after they've tried everything else. Okay, let's see. Here's the full. Oh, here's the price of greatness is responsibility. I think that's a good one to end on. The price of greatness is responsibility. That's about it for today. I wanted to say hi, inspire, entertain, impart a little interesting wisdom today. Words and Wisdom Wednesday. Okay, and this time next week, I shall be on a vacation. So I'm very excited. I'm preparing for my trip already. That's about it, you guys. I will see you tomorrow. And it will be a rules day with the Rules Handbook by Ellen Fine and Sherry Schneider. Okay, old Kinderhook. Kinderhook was a congressman. Kinderhook was a man who wanted to see things through to their good ending. And if it wasn't according to old Kinderhook, then it was not good. So when people started to say old Kinderhook, they started to say okay for short. That's where we get O.K. Okay. Old Kinderhook. Bye-bye.